Well, we all know the feelings of anxiety, pressure, excitement. And as for me, these feelings came upon me on probably one of the best days of my life as a teen. It was Saturday, April 19th, 2008, and it was the state championship game of the girls rugby team that I was on at the time. And so this was really exciting because this was going to be an experience for me to be able to be a part of something that has never happened in the club in the state championship. But I was also excited because I come from a very competitive family, and we all played rugby. My brothers were really good, and my sister. And so I was kind of like the new girl to play in the family, and I thought this was a good opportunity for me to kind of prove myself in the game. So we get to the game, and the game starts off really intense. I know for some athletes, you know, the kind of games where you underestimate your opponent. Well, this was one of those games. And by halftime, we actually were down by 2 tries. And this, our coach was not having it, of course. She definitely told us to get our shit together. And so we did. In the second half, we went straight back in, and we scored a try right away. And about 15 minutes later, we scored another one, and it was kind of dog-eat-dog. Like, there was about 2 minutes left in the game, and we were trying really hard just to keep up the other team. You know, who's going to score this last try? And that was our whole thing the last 2 minutes. And so I was like, crap, I need to prove myself in this game. And so I was like, all right, let's do silver bullet. It's a play that we usually do, which ends up with me with the ball. And I was pretty fast at the time. And so we do this play, and it goes really smoothly. And all of a sudden, I have the ball in my hands, and I'm like, okay, I got this. So I start running. I run with all of my heart, just straight, kind of nail some girls while I'm at it. And I literally can see the try line in front of me, and I have the ball in my hand. And I could feel the crowd just like running down with me, and I'm like, yes, I'm going to score the winning try. This is going to be awesome. As I'm turning to put the ball down on the try line, I hear this snap. And I didn't realize if it was what it was, and I realized it was me, and my femur had snapped. I broke my femur, and I went to the ground, and there was about 3 girls that ran on top of me, and the pain just got worse and worse and worse. And by the time I knew it, there was firemen and paramedics taking me to the hospital. I went into surgery that night, and I had a 12-inch rod put inside of my right femur with 2 screws connecting it through my hip. And I was really scared. I was scared of the fact that I wasn't going to be able to play sports anymore. I really saw a future with rugby in it, in collegiate level, as well as soccer. And I was really good at it. Like, a lot of people told me, you know, you can play this for a long time. And so I was scared that I wasn't going to play sports. And believe it or not, the doctors told me the same thing. But I wasn't going to have it because I'm really stubborn. And so after 6 months of being in a wheelchair and crutches, I added an additional 6 months to intense training, intense therapy on my own. I did a lot of muscle training, and I actually went back the next year to play for the same team. And I faced the fear that so many doctors told me I wasn't going to be able to play sports again. I was going to have a lot of complications. I faced that fear, and I went back, and we actually won state that time. We won state. Not only did we win state, though, we went to nationals, and we got 5th in the nation. And this was exciting for everyone. And so that kind of encouraged me, and this should encourage you guys, that you shouldn't let something in your life push you back. You should let it push you forward. I ended up playing rugby for 3 more years after that. I love rugby with all my heart. I want my kids to play it. And I played soccer too. I will never be the same athlete that I was. It's really sad, but I still didn't let that stop me from playing sports. And I ended up in high school getting a lot of MVPs. And even though I'm not playing collegiate level, because I can't have a lot of complications, I still like to be athletic, and I still like to go out and work out and still be very active. And so for all of you guys, just remember that you shouldn't let things push you back, but you should let them push you forward.